Hello everyone, it's time for stories.
Today's story is The Ugly Duckling. It's a story about believing in yourself and learning that being different can be something wonderful. Let's begin. One warm and sunny morning, Mother Duck was sitting in her nest near the lake. One by one, her eggs began to hatch. Little ducklings popped out and peeped happily. But one egg was still waiting. It was a little bigger than all the others, and Mother Duck wondered who could be inside. At last, the large egg began to crack. Crack, crack, crack! Out came a fluffy little grey duckling. He looked around with curious blue eyes, and Mother Duck smiled warmly. "Welcome, little one," she said. "Your name is Danny." As the days went by, Danny noticed something. He didn't look like his brothers and sister. They had bright yellow feathers. But Danny was soft and gray. Sometimes he felt a little different. And sometimes he wondered if he truly belonged there. One evening, Danny was sitting quietly beside the lake. Mother Duck came and gently wrapped her wing around him. Then she smiled. "Danny," she said softly, "you are wonderful just as you are. You do not need to be like anyone else." Her kind words made Danny feel a little better. The seasons slowly passed, and Danny kept growing. He learned how to swim across the pond. Splash by splash, he became stronger every day. He explored the reeds. He chased floating leaves. And he practiced all the things young ducklings love to do. Little by little, Danny became more confident. The more Danny learned, the more curious he became. He watched butterflies dancing in the air. He followed dragonflies skimming across the water. And he wondered what lay beyond the pond. The world seemed big, beautiful, and full of adventures waiting to be discovered. One day, Danny decided to explore, so he set off on a gentle adventure. He visited new ponds, he followed sparkling streams, and he met many friendly animals along the way. With every new place he visited, Danny grew a little braver and a little stronger. One peaceful evening, Danny arrived at a beautiful lake. There he saw something amazing. A group of graceful white birds glided across the water. They were swans. Danny watched them quietly. He thought they were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. Winter came and winter went. Then one bright morning, Danny walked to the lake. He looked down into the clear water, and suddenly he stopped. There in the reflection, he saw a beautiful white bird looking back at him. Danny blinked in surprise. Then he looked again. It was true. He wasn't a little grey duckling anymore. He had grown into a beautiful swan. At last, he understood who he really was. The swans welcomed Danny with warm smiles. "Come swim with us," they said. Together they glided across the sparkling lake. For the first time, Danny felt proud to be himself. As Danny looked across the lake, he thought about everything he'd learned. Sometimes being different can feel difficult, but being different is not a bad thing. It is often what makes us special, and sometimes it simply takes time to discover who we truly are. Everyone grows in their own special way, just like how some flowers bloom early and some bloom later. But every flower is beautiful, just like Danny. That's the end. Come back soon for another wonderful story. Bye bye.